What if I whispered this truth in your ear right now? The deadliest trap in trading isn't the sting of a losing streak. It's that intoxicating rush when a handful of wins convinces you you've unlocked the code. Feel that moment, the screen lighting up green, your pulse quickening as you lean in closer, murmuring to yourself, "This is it. I've got the market figured." That's where the shadows creep in, luring you toward illusions of unbreakable indicators, flawless entries, strategies that bend every twist to your will. And just as certainty swells in your chest, the market strikes back, sharp, unforgiving, stripping away what you thought was yours. Why? Because the grand deception every trader falls for is this: believing you can tame the beast, when all along the market isn't something to conquer, it's a mirror, reflecting back your deepest truths. But lean in with me now, because what if understanding that mirror could change everything? Jack Schwager dove into the minds of the world's elite traders, those who spun modest stacks into empires, weathered market storms that crushed others, and emerged not just richer, but wiser. And what he unearthed wasn't some hidden formula you could snag for pocket change online. No, these weren't luckier souls or sharper minds than yours or mine. They mastered one unspoken battle, the war within. This isn't your typical rundown of charts or setups. It's a mesmerizing dive into the souls of the market wizards, the raw insights they guarded like sacred fire. Hang tight, because over these next moments we're unraveling 15 timeless laws that could reshape how you trade, think, and even breathe through the chaos. But first, let's shatter what you think you know, because the market doesn't probe your strategy. It lays bare your spirit. Picture a driven soul, eyes burning through late nights, forging what he swore was the ultimate trading armor, back tests gleaming like polished steel, rules etched for every storm, entries and exits calibrated down to the moon's pull. Because why leave anything to chance? On paper, he was invincible, a fortress against the wild. But live trading hit like a gale, and within weeks, 30% of his world vanished. Not from a flawed blueprint, but from his own hand trembling at the helm. He froze on perfect cues, bailed early at shadows, second-guessed the very code he'd carved. The system held. He crumbled. That's the illusion newcomers chase. Unearth the flawless framework, and victory follows. But whisper this close: the wizards know better. No such perfection exists, only a harmony that echoes your essence. Schwager's conversations brimmed with clashes. One swore by the bones of fundamentals, another danced purely on technical whispers. One rode epic trends like distant horizons, while another snatched seconds in the fray. Even astrology wove into one's web, dismissed with a chuckle by the next who chased pure momentum. Methods clashed like thunder, yet fortunes rose. Why? Triumph isn't in discovering some cosmic key. It's in crafting a vessel that sails your unique seas, your emotional currents, your risk's quiet limits, how your mind weaves through chaos, the rhythm of your days, the wiring of your soul. Marty Schwartz's fierce day-trading blaze, stacking size like a storm, would shatter a spirit tuned for gentle swings. Chasing that universal grail? It's the market's slyest phantom, pulling your gaze outward when the real forge burns within. The more you hunt shadows in someone else's playbook, the wider the rift from your own flow, and that gap leaks in whispers of doubt, frantic chases, plans ditched at dawn's first red. Align instead. Probe your pain's threshold, your day's pulse, the sparks that ignite your fire, your choices swift or slow tide, your grip on reins versus surrender. Test not for flawlessness, but faith. The market crowns no borrowed masks, only the raw truth of you. A system doesn't birth a wizard. A wizard breathes life into the system. Envision a figure hunched before a flickering glow, millions already tucked in his legacy, Wall Street echoing his name, yet before each leap, he breathes the same quiet mantra. I could be wrong. That's Paul Tudor Jones, a titan among traders wrapped in humility's quiet armor. Success doesn't breed unbreakable surety. It deepens reverence for the unseen. Confidence isn't the roar of always right, it's the steady hand that stays poised. Arrogance boasts setups unbreakable. Confidence whispers strength but anchors with stops. Arrogance wagers empires. Confidence stakes only what the soul can spare. Arrogance craves vindication. Confidence seeks harmony. Schwager's tales often traced falls to ego's swell. Massive losses blooming from victory streaks when minds crown themselves divine, only for the market's chill to remind them of flesh. So how do these masters weave assurance without the snare? They root conviction in limits, always courting the whisper of error, not from dread, but deference to the unknown's vastness. They pivot like shadows, adapt, invert, slice, shift, wedded to the dance, not the forecast. They nurture detachment. This trade isn't me. And crucially, they dissect every move, victors included, with unflinching gaze. A gain from chaos remains a scar. When Schwager probed the trader's vital spark, it wasn't cunning or blueprints. It was the soul's bounce back. True poise whispers soft, the hush pre-entry, the breath post-triumph, the Sunday eve's quiet ledger honoring the stride over the spoil. Reflect with me. Does your trust root in method or mere last glow? Can 5 shadows leave you unbroken? Can fortune's flood keep you earthbound? Market sages don't parade. They survey, scheme, linger. When all aligns, they move, not in clamor but calm. Poise isn't in certainty. It's in readiness for the unravel, and pressing on with grace. Every soul who's danced with markets recalls that first true wound. Not a gentle dip, but the kind that sets hands quivering, echoing doubts like, "Am I built for this void?" Now hold Marty Schwartz in mind, a Marine's grit turned to chart's battlefield. Early days drowned him in red, accounts shattered, faith frayed. He even turned his back, convinced the call wasn't his. But return he did, carrying a quiet truce with defeat. And from that hush, he rose not just skilled, but legendary in Schwager's lens. Loss isn't victory's foe. It's the forge's fee for wisdom's glow. Novices personalize the sting, branding themselves broken. Sages see reflections. Impulses unchecked, hubris unchecked, readiness untested, shadows unseen. Ignore and it echoes. Study and it shifts. Schwager's gems often hid in fractures, not fanfares. Bruce Kovner's near ruin on soybeans. Michael Marcus's roller from 30 grand to 80, then back twice over. Tom Baldwin's scream into the void after a gutting hit. Yet they endured, not fleeing but facing. How to dodge defeat? Yields not. How to endure it? Unlocks all. Once loss becomes terrain, not torment, fear fades, management sharpens, resilience roots. Millions forged carry scars of thousands lost, often in days' breath. What elevates them? Extracting essence from ache. Pain probed birth's patterns. Patterns instinct. Instinct tightens. Next hit? Lean close. What overlooked? What breached? What seized? What myth must fade for growth? Each deficit a mentor. Each sage eternal pupil. Envision twins at the helm, blueprints mirrored, entries synced, risks matched, targets aligned. One harvests steady gold. The other leaks crimson monthly. Not the map, not the tides, not fortune's whim. The divide whispers in that electric instant trade awakens. How the storm within is weathered. Your truest advantage hides not in tactics, but temperament. Each move stirs a tide. Hopes swelling, doubts creeping, urges surging, avarice calling, regrets lingering. Ride that crest true to plan, or let it capsize you. Ed Seykota, Trend's quiet oracle, etched it eternal. Good trading boils to trimming losses, thrice echoed. If that trio holds, dawn breaks. Simple veil over savage truth. Hold that line as pulse races, palms slick, 5 figures vanish in a minute's breath. That's the crucible, the arena's heart. Flawless backtests crumble if feelings hijack live fire. Wizards anticipate the gale, not feigning stone but feeling sand surrender. They cultivate distance. Next, when optional, process the eternal victor. Journaling turns therapy, charting not just paths but pulses. What brewed pre-plunge, shifted in sync. Trading's tale, not tally, deadliest plot. This must triumph. Ego's mask on fate. Retrain. Feel, halt, name, inhale, move. Awareness intercepts greed's grasp or fear's flight. Elite. They observe emotions play, not stifle. Naming it reclaims reign. Ledger mirrors, entries breadcrumbs to unseen weaves, reviews rewiring sparks. Time softens panic, hesitation, swells trust, invites flow. Schwager's echoes painted consistency's calm, not as traders, but seekers. Grounded, present, process-bound. Unfettered by highs. Your foe? Not the field, your unchecked surges. Master them, cease the wager, birth the ascent. Nature's whisper. Survival crowns not might, but mutation's grace. Trading echoes, markets morph, trends twist, volatility ebbs, patterns fracture, shocks ripple like thunder in still ponds. Cling to singular paths, frames, idols, fade into fog. Schwager's sages reshaped skins over seasons. Not from failure's bite, but evolution's call. Richard Dennis birthed trend's chase, reaping vast flows. Yet, as swells waned, liquidity shifted. Tech compressed breaths. Adapters bloomed. Rigid relics wilted. Market grants no constancy, no equity, no surety. Your charge, mold not the storm, but your sails. Wizards scan horizons pre-plunge. Trends roar or ranges murmur. Trim sails in gales, sit silent, sands sink. Adaptability's no frenzy, measured bend. Superpower veiled. Today, my map misfits. Stillness calls. Discipline's quiet guise. Rigid oaks snap. Supple reeds endure. Cultivate, query market's voice now, not force fits. Track tempests. Volatility's pulse, volumes hum. Catalysts spark, structures spine. Adapt, peril, playbook. Forge gears, trends chase, ranges patience, voids rest. Shed labels, breakout's child, or scalper's kin, your flow's pupil, self-fluid. Adaptability's soul flex, reverse sand shame, post-failure. Halt thrice stung, reassess. Not mere tech. Beliefs bend, expectations open, reactions detach. Sages hungered truth over triumph, pivoting pre-punish. Rigidity feeds pride. Adaptability crafts sage. He wielded memory like a blade. Ivy scrolls in tow, dissecting ledgers in glances, spotting rifts swift as thought. Yet stop-losses slipped his grasp, empire crumbling. Trading favors not the keenest mind, but the steadfast executor. Schwager's lens revealed, peaks rose not from brilliance's blaze, but plan's unyielding march. Not the quants who dazzled, but those who marched sans deviation. Discipline's no allure. It's the quiet compound of consistency, the unglamorous glue of courses shunned. Genius overthinks, wrestles chance, defies tides. Discipline severs losses, lets gains breathe, honors code in agony. Market quizzes not intellect but fidelity amid fire. Tom Baldwin, Bond's colossus, lacked math's crown, yet self reigned supreme. Swell in favor's wind, sit in noise's hush, bounds revered. Marty Schwartz, loser's laureate, bloomed post-peace with cuts. Hardwired hurdle, override fight-flight, greed's pull, error's dread, action's crave. Trading court's tedium. Most hunger sparks breaching for life's pulse. Chase, avenge, reclaim. Sages script tedium into triumph. Rules enshrined, checklists creed, discipline absolute. Not blind, strategic yield. Trust plan frees from feeling's tyranny. Forge muscle. Automate choices. Pre-map leaps, bounds, scales. Checklists eternal. Pilots, surgeons, sages. Gamify deeds, not dollars. Reward flawless flow. Ledger lapses, spotting emotional snares. Tether accountability. Share blueprints, record dances, erect walls. Solitary, we drift primal. Constrained, we crystallize consistent. Discipline unglamorous, vital. Sages rituals, even gut-led, wove structure. Intuition, sans scaffold. Impulse veiled. Genius sparks trades. Discipline crafts legacies. From dawn's lesson, slay emotions, fear and greed, foes eternal. Yet sages diverge, emotions linger but heated as harbingers. Schwager's veil lifted, signals decoded, not slain. Fear flares in oversized bets, untrusted paths, impulses unchecked, risks soul deep. Yet it guards growth's edge, that gut twist warning peril or trial. Sages query, peril's flag or resolve's test. Discern instinct from sabotage. Pause, breathe, probe, sans plunge. Greed's sly mask. Confidence, veiling dopamine's rush. Double here, one more, ride boundless. Not poise, spark pre-blaze. Ed se cota unveiled. All harvest desires, lost lovers win via drain. Subconscious stages. Turmoil, penance, proof, thrill, theater. Unaware, trading echoes unresolved. Sages sought emotional evenness, grounded gaze. Harness, fear bids slow, recheck, resize, probe, process, or panic. Greed bids broaden, inhale, step, edge, or chase. Journal surges, felt, triggered, past weaves, future shields. Rehearse storms, envision slips, reversals, winners sour. Readiness births. Mastery, relate to emotion, not erase. Notice sans flinch. Paths quiet, observe. Trade for awareness, not might. Respond, not react. Emotions no curse, unseen reactions are. Feel unflinching. That's your forge. You've honed charts, devoured tomes, etched strategy deep. So why the self-inflicted wounds, accounts ashed? Chases post-loss, premature leaps, hasty flights, stops shifted, once, market's retribution swift. Brutal mirror. You're the wild card your blueprint can't tame. Trading's duel not with price, but biology's pull. Fear of void, validation's thirst, control's crave, rightness need, childhood's echoes. Market amplifies, leveraging shadows. Not conquest, reconciliation with unseen self. Schwager's echo. Blown trades birthed from self-breach, not tides. Sabotage veiled as impulse. Overtrade, avenge, freeze, triple stakes, regulations rupture. Not plan's flaw, yours. One sage journaled moons, unveiling losses tie to failure's familiar ache. Trading's stage for trauma's replay. Cycle's snare. Trade. Trigger, breach, remorse, vow, echo. Sages shatter. Own, I'm the rift. Shiftable. Ledger relentless. Impulses, breaches, spikes. Patterns bloom. Awareness swells. Holds loosen. Harden rules self-shielding. Trade caps daily. Duo loss halts. Checklist mandates. Discipline's tender fence. Compassion key. Study slips sans scourge. Forgive to flourish. Shame seeds secrets. Sabotage sprouts. Sages self-knowing therapeutic. Data from blasts, not blame. Probe. Repeating haunt. Hijacker prime. Failure's subconscious lure. Works core. Gift. Self-problem births self-solution. Master inner. Market hushes. Admit it. You itch to swell stakes, scale swift, flip fortunes, flee drudgery's grip by year's close. Math tempts. 5% weekly, riches in moons. Yet market mocks equations, probes your nerves span. Most wield sizes souls can't shoulder. Panic's birth, hesitation's seed, shortcuts, frozen grips. Not knowledge's void, capacities clash. Schwager's elites bloomed not in bold but modest, discipline's cradle till ready. Michael Marcus echoed, small stakes freed learning's breath. Neutral grounds, rules honored, clarity reigns, biology untriggered, observation trumps reaction. Jim's parallel, form first, weight follows nerve's nod. Paradox, modest accelerates ascent. Peace with process, no trauma's scar. Wizard's size comfort-led. Heart races. Oversized. Obsess outcomes. Oversized. Scale post-consistency. Journaled proof, not streaks glow. Metrics execution bound. Process flawless. Past precision. Embrace tedium. Small's no thrill but training. Size swells post-maturity, not pre, early. Query execution in low stakes, not harvest. Compounding's true vein. No small's shame, only pre-learn blow-ups. Trade etched. Rules revered, setup awaited, size sane, execution crisp, yet red claims it. Lash self, tweak code, chase parity, trap sprung, outcomes idle over processes thrown. Flip, rules fractured, size bloated, chase entry, stopless. Green triumphs. Validated, peril deeper, chaos reinforced. Both yoke success to fickle fruits, not fidelity. Wizard's casino mimic. Knight's wheel spins matter not. Edge over eons does. Detach self from scores. Schwager's thread. Elites revered this. Losses certain, shorts random, process long yields profit. Define win as adherence, not haul. Laud well lost, victory veiled. Depersonalize, stat, not scar, like coins tails. Follow, avoid. Equery shifts all. Checklists log surgical, why worked sans feel. Shun results lure to hop, loss spawns doubt, new chase, crash cycle. Process yields data, data conviction. Shift, integrity over income. Market chaos. Process anchor. Outcomes grip breeds dread. Processes liberty. Better fruits paradoxically bloom. Obsession outcome. Fear. Obsession process. Freedom. Wizard's true quarry. Myth whispers. Naturals abound. Markets pulse in veins. Sensing shifts sans sight. Patterns in haze. Schwager's veil. No sorcery. Memory cloaked. New breakouts truth. Years of false starts etched. Rug pulls scent, pulled rug's scars. Intuitions no bypass. Signal subconscious flags familiar, preconscious grasp. Born from echoes, reviews, exposures, aches, reflections. Bruce Kovner, keys to charts. No quant's crown. Yet macro's monarch via obsessive logs, self-probes equaling prices. Past molded map. Michael Marcus's piece with small cuts bred anticipation's art. Earned whisper, not gift. Quiet, clear, alignment, saw haste. Forge, visual vaults, thousands charts. Fails as wins. Journal reactions. What stirred preform, impulse first, hesitations why. Past depth. Live small, sensation school. Heartbeat, heat. Gut respect, verify. Insight or noise. Time discerns. Intuition sans tension. Schwager's essence. Elites evolve. Edges grow via attention's pay. Show and it arrives. Not loud, but scars soft speak. Best strategy? Echoes eternal. Yet Schwager's hours with peaks unveiled flaw. No crown universal. Systems clash like tempests. Breakouts sworn, extremes faded, fundamentals devout, headlines shunned. Works for one Rex next. Personal vessel, not borrowed bark. Michael Marcus gripped drawdowns tide. Paul Tudor Jones slashed swift. Temper's tune. Wrong. Copying externals. Twitter's gleam, YouTube's echo, indicators alien, yields hesitation, sabotage, breaches. Past mismatches. System yours or pressure cracks. Seek. Natural flow, consistent execution, emotional sync, schedules fit, market beliefs. Mirror start, not screen. Audit nature, patient or pulse. Control or chaos, simple or layered. Past bests, flows peaks, resistance's roots, not proven force if nerve rebels fails. Adapt gradual, past peace test, journal, refine, emerge, don't impose. Wizards forge tools, not filch. Past blueprint waits, stop, mimic. Heed, wins, wrecks, rhythms pulse. Strategies skin, ill-fit tears timely. Borrow not, listen deep. Youth queries elder, markets next? Laughter, unknown. Shatters prophecy's pedestal. Mastery? Response, not oracle. Schwager's chorus, predict not. Ready. Bruce Kovner's out pre-in. Paul Tudor Jones's losers unaveraged. Reward? Managers, not seers. Prediction empowers illusion. Smart, superior, yet snare. Certainty craved in uncertainty's realm. Cling, linger exits, blind data, hope over act, ego over flow. Reaction fluid, honest, not blind. Systems stand, but rightness yields to now's alignment. Going where? So you telling what? If then weaves, break volume lead, enter, reject, back, fake, halt, no ego, rules, flow, train, ditch addiction. You respond present, not foresee future. Journal reactions, past surprises dance, freeze, chase, grace, flexibility drills, bias wrong, flip shameless, measure adaptation, not accuracy, accounts endure. Paradox, right need breeds wrong. Release, freeze, pivot, pause, strike, depart. Stop, fight, dance. Magic blooms. Sages win reality, wed. No escape drawdown. Shadows season, PNLs bleed. Confidences fray, systems jest. Query all. Ever adept? Edge vanished? Unfit? Curse, curriculum veiled. Schwager's elites bore collapse's weight. One 70% plunge birthed risks guard. Another froze fingerless weeks. One fled, returned renewed. Ego destroys in resistance. Double to reclaim, hop, overtrade, shut down. Sages probe, system snap, self-snap. Environments lesson, disciplines expose. Dojo under duress. Calm success hollow. Chaos defines. Survive, grow, normalize, math's part, systems expect. Avoid, yields not. Survive, unlocks. Risk reduce swift. Emotional press scales small, not punish, preserve. Clarity, hush-born. Study obsessive. Journal trades, patterns, impulses, emotional exits. Contexts disconnect. Diagnostic. Belief repair pre-capital, past's bomb, notes read. Here before, data 2. Return humble, no vengeance, rhythm earned stepwise. Pain's beauty, breakthrough's bed. Deeper dip, wisdom's well. Don't panic, run, numb, sit, study, let teach. Past's floor, red's whisper, pain unwasted. Mine, transmute, secrets veil. Endurance divides lasting from ash. Not wit. Timing, tactics, survival's quiet art. Schwager's bind, elites stayed, learned. Blow-ups from overreach, overfaith, all in's abyss. Sages weave longevity. Losses swift, risks revered, no trades known. Emotional walks, tomorrow's fight. Infinite chances. Finite you. Capital, energy, errors quota, pre-quit. Horror tales abound. Fortunes fled, breakdowns deep, queries all. Yet recalibrate, rebuild, return stronger. Protect downside, upside self tends. Trading thousand dawns, showing, adjusting, sitting, striking. Boring, repetitive, isolating, draining. Survive, triumph. Build, max draw limits, emotional death's door. Halt, pre-reach. Risk small, trade insignificant. Recovery rights, drawdown downsize, fewer setups, journal all, prioritize rest, fuel, breath. Detach, P&L, not you, process runner. Neutral nimble, long game love, rush not made, habits decade durable. Mastery there, Paul Tudor Jones, protect holdings over make. Best don't win vast, don't die. Laws close, game stay no matter. Legends forge. You've traversed these laws, shadows and scars of Jones, Kovner, Seykota, Marcus, Schwartz, felt doubt's chill amid breakthrough's fire, breakdown's echoes in triumph's hush. Now, meaning yours. Schwager Unspoken. Wizards not ever winner, reborn through trade's flame. Not skill, initiation. Enter for gold, unearth mirror, price veils self. Loss fear, control thirst, rightness longing, dramas draw, worth's whispers, trade by trade, law by law. Not better trader, clearer thinker, disciplined doer, calmer essence, sharper seer, quieter pride. Feel fear, click still, greed, wait still. Doubt, execute still. Pain, persist still. Alchemy's gift, responsibility total. Precision, not prophecy. Listening deep, not domination. Losses linger, slips echo. Questions on shadowed dawns, but no paths weave. Pain unwasted, mind transmuted. Show, learn, honor edge, respect laws. One day, quiet sun's fanfare. Not traitor become, wizard awakened.